Hi, my name is Andrew Kinnear, and I'm a volunteer for Freebruary. Thanks for joining us for this limited interview series with entrepreneurs from across Canada. I hope you enjoy it.
Hi, my name is Lisa Hartley, and I'm the founder of Off the Wall on the Fence.
Lisa, why don't you tell me who you are and where you are right now?
I am the founder of a small business in Toronto called Off the Wall on the Fence. We've been in business for 2 years now. And prior to this, I was the vice president of marketing at Scotiabank. So it's a real departure to be running my own business. And we are 2 years now up and running with the first year we launched just prior to COVID. So our timing was not the best and our plans got changed significantly. Last year was a much better year for us. And we feel great about our product because we think it's perfectly poised for COVID and post-COVID living in Canada.
Would you describe Off the Wall on the Fence as more of a service, or is it really a product that you're selling?
At Off the Wall on the Fence, we offer a really unique product. We produce fully weatherproof custom outdoor art prints. It's a very, very new concept in outdoor decor. And we offer it both to consumers and to businesses like designers and landscapers.
Awesome. And is most of it custom or people picking art that you've curated?
We allow customers to upload their own pictures and customize their art, or they can choose from our galleries. We work with Canadian artists across the country, and we also build a collections gallery. But I would say our most popular product is the custom product.
Awesome. And why should Canadians in general, why should they get on board with this new product?
I think there are a few reasons why our product is perfect for these times. People are staying in their homes, first and foremost. Fewer and fewer people are selling their homes or changing their environment, but they want to grow in their own space. And so they're extending their living space to the outdoors. Our product is really unique in that it is absolutely weatherproof, and I mean weatherproof in Canada. So the art stays out all year long. We guarantee it outdoors for 5 years. The quality of the printing is very, very good. We basically have co-opted a commercial printing process, and we're using that for residential use. So we think we're perfectly poised to support people as they extend their living space to the outdoors, as home becomes more important and family becomes more important. We've got the perfect product for them.
It sounds great. Do most people do like a few small ones, or do they do one big one? What's kind of the approach that your customers take with this art?
It's interesting because our product is so new and people are still trying to get to know it and understand it and frankly trust that it is what we say it is. We often get people ordering one print and then they come back to us for 2 or 3 more because they realize that their outdoor space is actually more vast than a lot of indoor spaces, and so they realize they need more. The experience with the first piece tends to propel them forward to order more. Our largest standard size is 46.5 by 70 inches, which is actually pretty big, and so we can do very dramatic transformations in spaces on fences and brick walls, or hanging 3 smaller pieces together as an example is also a great way to use the art.
And is your approach, is it always on a fence or a wall, or is there any kind of freestanding approach to this art, like on a couple of poles, or would that be dangerous? I'm not really sure.
We have a standard hanging protocol, hanging hardware. It's called Standoffs, and they work well either on a fence, a wood fence, or a brick wall. We've had a lot of requests, though, over the last year for people who have metal mesh fences or other type material. So we're adapting our installation hardware to work in different spaces. So we do a lot of custom installation. We work closely one-on-one with our customers and get to know them and what they need. And the great thing is they share their information with us, and in a lot of cases we'll show up and actually install for them.
That was going to be my next question. Is this something that a DIY art lover can do, or does it need some professional installation? It sounds like it's somewhere in between.
Actually, we built the product to be completely DIY. So when you receive your package, you also get a template. It's a reusable template that has all of the instructions on it. And you drill actually through the template first, and then you put your art up, and then we provide all of the hanging hardware as well. So it's actually pretty turnkey, and we've had a lot of customers, and I probably shouldn't be saying this, but a lot of women who've come back and said it worked perfectly. So no issues at all.
Is that what you would describe as like your core audience? Is women, head of household, art lovers? Like, how would you describe your perfect customer?
Our customer tends to be female, somewhere between 35 and 65 or 70 years old. They are homeowners. And yeah, they're usually the people who make the purchasing decisions in the home. Often art lovers. We have had some people come to us who are fine art lovers or photography lovers, and they've chosen from our galleries. But a lot of people just like to put their memories up on their fence, their trip to Italy or their trip with the kids somewhere, or their dogs. You wouldn't believe how many prints we've done of dogs so far.
I would believe it. People love their dogs. I think it'd be neat to see a dog running around the backyard, and in the background there's a big photo of the dog. I think that's really sweet.
Yeah.
It sounds like this is, as you mentioned, it's a unique business. Is there anyone else doing this in Canada, or have you guys narrowed into a niche here?
We don't believe there is anybody else in Canada who's doing what we're doing. We're print specialists, and while others claim to have weatherproof or waterproof art, it usually isn't. It usually deteriorates in bad conditions, in wet or extreme cold. We print on an ABS plastic with UV resistant inks, and we don't believe we have any competition in this particular space. I think for us, what we're trying to do is get the word out about a new idea. And many people, when they're thinking about decorating their backyards, they're not thinking about art. This is a great solution, especially for urban backyards, because it doesn't take up any space, but it does create atmosphere, and it transforms spaces easily. So our competition is really for the dollar that you'll spend in your outdoor decor, whether that's like through pillows or rugs or a fire table. And we need to get people thinking about including art.
That's amazing. This is more of an entrepreneur question. Is there something, you mentioned your background at Scotiabank, sort of the corporate life before you made it to the entrepreneur life? Is there something that you learned at the beginning that you wish somebody told you before you started? Is there some learning as you started your business where you thought, geez, if somebody had shared that earlier, it could have saved me time, saved me money? Just some kind of learning that you'd like to share with other entrepreneurs?
Yeah, as a fairly new entrepreneur, although some would call me a seniorpreneur, I'm new to this side of the business, and there's a lot that I would do differently. But I'd say the main thing is I went into becoming an entrepreneur the way I tackled a corporate job, which was crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's. I would not advise doing that. I would say take a few more risks. Don't worry so much what other people think, and you will be much more agile and able to propel yourself forward without holding yourself back by playing by the rules. I think I went into the concept like a business person, and I should have gone in like a cowboy.
That's an amazing answer. I was going to say there's a lot of seat of my pants happening in my business, especially in the first couple of years. So that's great to hear. Where is the best place for people to get your products? Sounds like your website.
Yeah, we're an e-commerce based business, and so online through offthewallonthefence.com. The transition from a corporate job to becoming an entrepreneur has been really interesting. And what I wasn't finding satisfying in my previous role was an ability to connect with my customers and really understand their needs and give them something that they really appreciate and they need. And the most eye-opening part of this experience has been getting to know our customers one-on-one. Like, it's been amazing, and they've made a point of telling us their stories, which was actually the reason we went into this in the first place. We wanted to deliver something that was really meaningful, and since we launched, we have people coming back to us. We have a lady actually right now who's building a memorial wall for her husband who passed away recently, and she came to us because she wanted to build it outside in her backyard. And she shared her entire story with us. And I mean, it still gives me goosebumps when I think about it. We have many of those kinds of experiences and have had the pleasure of knowing these wonderful people who understand what we're trying to do, and they know how to bring it to life. So it's been an incredibly satisfying experience. And I hope we're going to be very successful, but even if we're not, I feel like we've already delivered something meaningful back.